All right, guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to spend some time walking through the Discovery Education platform. Every once in a while, I am going to send you to Discovery, maybe to read an article or to annotate some text or to answer some questions. If I mentioned it before, the good news is all the grading and stuff is done through the platform, so you may not have to wait very long. It'll go right into Google Classroom so that you can know how you did quickly, I think. But that's what we're going to find out today in today's training. So as you look at the first page, we have three clear objectives. One, I want you to be able to log into the platform. Now, I don't have a student-facing account, so to be honest, I don't know what your view looks like. I know what my view looks like. So, excuse me, if you run into any problems, please reach out and let me know so we can try to figure it out together. But as I understand it, it's based on your same Google login, username, and password. So it should be what you already know. Next, you are going to use the annotation features, and you're also going to submit your first assignment through the platform. So if we get through those things smoothly, it should be a very easy day. I did include the link, and my goal is to give you the direct link to the direct assignment so that you don't have to float through the entire platform. So now once you get to the link, let's see if I can pull that up. You should land on this page, Discovering Energy from Inside the Atom. And if you did, then everything is winning. That means you're logged into the system. You've completed objective number one. So our second objective is using the annotation techniques. So I have identified some very specific techniques that I would like to see you use in order to maximize your points. First is the highlight technique. So what I want to do is start with, let's see if I gave him here. Yeah, pictures in pink, questions in blue, headings in yellow, and details in green. So for this assignment, I want you to find the headings, like this one. And as soon as you do that, you should see this window pop up. And I'd like you to highlight headings in yellow. All pictures, I'd like you to highlight the caption. I tried to make it easy for you to remember. Pictures go pink. Here's another picture. Let's highlight it and make it pink. Now, what I'm also going to do when I get to the next section here, questions. Now, my thought was most students get sad when they have to answer questions. So I decided to make questions in blue. Not only can you highlight, but you can also have it read to you.
In 2010, two Russian nuclear-powered icebreakers sailed directly eastward through the Arctic ice pack. They were able to clear a shortcut to China for a large tanker. The journey was 8,000 kilometers shorter than the route through the Suez Canal. This great accomplishment was made possible by energy from the tiniest of sources, the atom.
So that's pretty cool. So if you are washing dishes or you're out and about and you can listen to your headphones or your hands are busy or you can't read, you have the option to highlight even the whole article and just plug in and let it play so that you can learn on the go. So I think that part is cool. Found another picture. So there's that. And did I have another one? Details in green. So as you're reading, and this is where you have the power of choice. When you're reading, let's say, for example, you find a vocab word, you want to highlight that green, go for it. Okay, so headings are yellow. Here, details, find an important sentence, highlight that green. Pictures, let's go pink. Identifying questions, let's make those blue. And I can skip all the way down here. There's some other questions here. And this way, as you preview your reading, you can kind of organize how this text looks. And when you study, it can help it should be easier for you. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these highlights will remain even if you log out. So that way, when you come back to review or to prepare for a quiz, you should still have your highlights. Another thing that I found interesting here are making notes. So here they talked about this. And let's say, for example, I highlight the icebreaker ship. And then I have this ability to take notes, and I can say something like icebreakers use nuclear power. That's cool. All right. And if I click on minimize, you will see this little note here. So if you would please find icebreaker ship, highlight it, and make a note. You can make the note whatever you want, but I will be looking for the note as well. And so that accomplishes our second objective. To be clear, I'm looking for yellow, green, pink, and a blue highlight. I'm also looking for at least one note. Now, some of you are going to do the least just to get by. And if you do just those things, I see the 4 colors and evidence of a note, then you have met the minimum expectation. But there are some of you serious students that are ready to really get started. And for you, I suspect that you're going to read the article, highlight appropriately, and really try to wrap your head around this information. It's actually kind of interesting. And so for you, I say congratulations. You're the type of student that I'm very excited to work with. Now let's move on to actually submitting answers into the system. So you're in this article, and what I want you to do is to find all of the places where you can answer the questions. Here's one. What are the parts of the atom and how are they used to determine the atom's mass and identity? Okay, so that answer should be above in the article. And if you find them successfully, then you can go ahead and submit your answer here. The parts of an atom are protons, neutrons, and electrons. Period. They are used, ... And I'll let you take it from there. Okay. Once you finish, you click submit. Here we have a Venn diagram that asks you to drag each description to the correct part of the diagram. So here, for example, elements can be visible to the human eye. On the other hand, maybe both elements and atoms can be classified as solid, liquid, or gas. Also wrong. Jeez, I am freaking bombing here. Okay, so it's not correct, but it was submitted. So what I'm learning here is you pretty much get the one shot because it doesn't look like I can undo these answers, right? So keep that in mind. It doesn't look like you can check it and then go back and fix for that one. Recognizing the imposter, identify which statement is correct by dragging the true-false tile. Several elements make up an atom. That's false. Isotopes of an element have the same number of protons and different number of neutrons. That's true. So I'll leave it there. I'll let you pick the next 2 and submit. Double take. Why are carbon-14 and carbon-12 considered to be isotopes, It's multiple choice. I'll let you decide. It looks like you can select all that apply. So when you see these boxes, that means that you can choose multiple correct answers. So be thoughtful about this one and see if you can get that one right. And then here, how much water is it? You may remember from my pre-assessment, I asked more of a science experiment type question about the plants. So this is one of those. So it may not necessarily be about atoms, but it could be a way that we're going to develop your scientific thinking. It says a scientist needs to determine the average volume of 5 water samples collected for an experiment. What is the best way for the scientist to determine the average volume of the samples? Well, this is a fair question. Do you know how to calculate average? Looks like circles tell us multiple choice. That means there should only be one correct answer. And I am going to let you decide what that correct answer is. Okay, I'm going to try that. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is each one needs to be submitted on its own. So here I'm going to submit. Answer has been submitted. This one I've already submitted. Okay, here I'm going to submit it even though I didn't finish. Tells me that there are some incorrect here. I'm going to pick, I'm not going to pick. I'm going to make you decide first. Click submit. And then finally down here, click submit. Okay, wow, I got that one right. Cool. So I guess you will too. All right, so this is the discovery. If you so choose, there are additional videos you can watch that would be on your own. These are the lesson questions that we're going to try to answer over the course. Now, if you want to jump ahead, you can click on next and it will take you to the next section. But what I'm going to do is assign you the link to the page. That is what I want you to submit. And what I'll also do is offer you a bit of a rubric so that you know exactly what to do. So in this case, you've logged into the discovery. You have used the 4 highlighting techniques. And I would like you to submit the 5 assignments on that discovery page, on that discovery page. All right, guys. All right. I think I have it covered. And that's it. So this will be our assignment for today. And you guys have a great weekend. And I will see you live next week. Thanks, guys. What did I say? How did I say it last time? See you on the flip side. Was that my thing? See you on the flip side, right? Before I used to say thank you for your time and your cooperation. The rest of your day is yours.